Hi friends, we welcome you today on this special day. We have our great guest with us today. It's really a pleasure to have this great personality with us today. And dear team, we wish you a very good evening and a lot of happiness and blessings from each one of you. You shared it with us and we shared back with you. Ma'am, we are really honored to have your presence over here, ma'am.
Thank you.
Dear friends, yes, ma'am, welcome, ma'am. Dear friends, welcome to the International Fabtalk show. In fact, this is an interview session with the dignitaries who have given their best to the society. And yet, they are doing their best, not wanting fame, not wanting any admiration. They are just doing it purely out of human kindness. And here, today, we do have one of our special dignitaries sharing the stage with us today. Welcome, ma'am, to this session. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce our dignitary today. She is the principal of a school. Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, it is DPS school, ma'am?
Delhi Public School, NAD.
Yes, Delhi Public School, NAD. It's in Vizag.
At Visakhapatnam.
Yes, ma'am. It's in Vizag. She is also the Vice President of Community Services, dear team, and in JCI Vizag Smart. She conducted a health camp today. In fact, today she's conducted a beautiful camp with co-officers of the Junior Chambers International Smart Organization located in Vizag. She felicitated the silent workers. Who are these silent workers? Those people who take care of others without any hatred, without any anger, without any irritation. They are called the silent workers. And our dignitary today felicitated many of the silent workers, the women traffic police officers. Thank you, ma'am. We admire you for your great contribution to society. And dear team, we are honored and happy to inform you that tomorrow, that is 10th September, the world is going to celebrate something, prevention of suicides. So ma'am is going to visit a village. Our dignitary today, she'll be visiting a village and distributing mosquito nets. And dear team, we do have the mosquito menace, and here ma'am will be sharing and distributing mosquito nets, in these villages where they can stay safe from the dangerous dengue disease. Thank you, ma'am. And really, we are proud of you for being such a great person with such a lovely heart. My dear team, I'd like to take you a little further into ma'am's profile. She's completed her education from St. Joseph's Convent High School, Pune. She's completed a master's. She's a double graduate, in fact. She's completed her master's in physical anthropology. And as well, she's done an MSc in zoology. Great, ma'am. You have a double degree, that master's to your credit. So many feathers in your cap. She's completed a B.Ed with English and science as majors. And dear team, ma'am runs her organization where she supports and helps students to study, grow, and have a stable lifestyle. She is supporting around about 7 students by financially supporting their education. And she has great admiration not only in India, but also worldwide. She receives a lot of aid from around the world to conduct beautiful activities, charity work, not only in India, but with a good heart to serve humanity. Dear ma'am, we welcome you today, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to know your name from your very own side.
I am NIVEDITA. NIVEDITA Chakraborty is my maiden name, and NIVEDITA PALADHI is my name after I'm married. And I'm 54 years old. For last 32 years, I'm in the field of education. So not only as a teacher or a principal, but also as a social worker in the field of education. I've been doing a lot of work, of course, not very big work, but still I have been doing a lot of work. I have conducted international creative writing competition with a newspaper called as the Little Scoop. So we had judges from all over the world, and I have been the coordinator of this thing. And we had children from all over the world where they have participated. This I've conducted not once but twice, and I'm looking forward to conduct it once again.
Beautiful,
So let's hope
ma'am.
for
Thank
the
you so
best.
much. Yes, ma'am. Much appreciated, ma'am. I really admire you and would like to be in your shoes one day. Really.
I really wish people,
Yes.
more and more people come forward
Yes, dear.
and try to help people.
Yes. How would you define yourself, ma'am? Who is the real you?
I am a daughter, a mother, a wife, a teacher, a social worker, a principal at present, and a human being, of course.
Beautifully said, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Much appreciated. We would like to know, how do you manage your stress, especially the professional stress? How do you de-stress, ma'am?
De-stress. I think studying is a part of me, where I think it's teaching is studying. If you don't study, you cannot teach. So I am into studies, and that is a big way of de-stressing. I remember when I was doing my B.Ed, I used to put my children to sleep at about 8 o'clock, 8:30, and I used to sleep with them. And then finally, at about 2 o'clock, I used to wake up and I used to sit to study. And I used to be so engrossed and emotionally totally into it that at 6 o'clock, 2 to 6 o'clock, the milkman used to ring the bell. And every day it happened that I used to wake up with a jerk out of my studies. So studies gives us a lot of mental peace, lot of concentration, helps us to be out of the world and be in a new world with new understanding. I think that is the best way to de-stress yourself.
Excellent, ma'am. That's a takeaway from me, for me, a great takeaway for me and for our team, and also for our audience. Those who watch our video will definitely take this as one of
And
the
even
best
if
ways.
you are angry or whatever may be, all the emotions, you're out of it once you are into your books or you are into taking in knowledge. It may not be books, it can be videos, it can be anything.
Excellent.
It really helps.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, may we know what were you like a little child? What type of a kid you were? Not notorious, mischievous, cute, obedient, humble, breaking rules. What was it?
The first time when my parents went to see Tare Zameen Par, they both were crying, holding each other and crying. So I was a child. I think not dyslexic that I have been writing ulta or something like that. No, not like that. But my results were not so good, I suppose. And always I was into creativity and doing something creative. And uh, that actually made things bad many a times. Like I poured, some milk had fallen, I poured phenyl into the fridge, and that whole tray got stained with phenyl, dark phenyl, and all type of naughty activities. But somehow my mother was convinced that I could just leave the world and become a nun or so. So she never used to allow me to go and play with the gods or do something related to religion so that I could be in the world. So maybe they felt that I am little out of the world and little in the world,
Yes.
doing a lot of naughtiness and yet something different from others maybe.
Great, ma'am. You had a lovely childhood. I love people who were naughty when they were kids, but very responsible as adults, as you are now, the principal itself, and you may have many naughty kids under you. Yes, ma'am.
And I in fact tell the teachers that, if the child is not writing the notes, don't scold him. He must be very creative or he must be very very refined. He does not complete his notes because he wants it perfect. And so maybe he's not able to complete his notes. Be soft with him, deal with him with kindness. Maybe he will understand that he's not very far away from the class and he'll be able to finish the notes. In fact, I have got many prizes or awards as innovative teacher. Then as the best teacher in B.Ed, Best Teachers Award from Dev Samaj College of Education in Chandigarh. And all those things must have come because I kept thinking that which way will interest the children and how to teach in more interesting manner than to just put them to sleep with my teaching. So thinking in different way of teaching gave me these new ideas, and I really felt bad for those little kids who were feeling bored in the class or who were not able to complete their note, because that was me.
Yes.
I knew how much my mother had to strive hard to complete my notes, or I used to discover new ways of coming home every day. And that was a big tension to my mother. She used to come to the bus stand, and then every day she used to see that I am not in the bus. And then she used to keep asking people, where is she? Nahi auntie, nahi pata wo kahan gayi. Means it's just like, then she had to run from one place to the other to see where I'm.
I'm sure she'll be very proud of you now, ma'am, because really now you are the principal of Delhi Public School, Vizag. She'll definitely be, it's a proud moment and it's really an achievement, right, ma'am? She'll be really blessed to have a daughter like you, and you are blessed to have a mother like her, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, dear. Who is your inspiration, ma'am? Sorry?
She's no more here, but I miss my mother.
Yeah, right up in heaven. Definitely she will bless you. And she is blessing. I think it's her blessings you're shining today, ma'am.
My daddy's brother, my uncle, had told me that my mother's womb is blessed to have 3 daughters like us. So I don't know, but it was very nice to hear that.
Yes, dear. Beautiful, ma'am. Excellent, ma'am. Excellent. In fact, it's true, ma'am. Ma'am, may I know who is your inspiration? In just one word, who is it, or who is that particular individual who inspires you? In one word.
Actually, right from my childhood, once when I was 5 years old, I had seen a documentary on Mother Teresa. And since then, I wanted to join a missionary and be a part of that missionary. But somehow my parents, they were very frightened that I would be so. So they arranged my marriage very fast, and they were very cautious about what I'm thinking, how I'm behaving, so that I don't become a nun or something like that.
But you are, an angel disguised. An angel without wings on earth, I should say that. Ma'am, which is your favorite movie, ma'am?
You have an aptitude. Nobody can stop you if you really want to be something.
Yes, dear.
You want to, that was my aim in life, and I wanted to do so. So just getting me married, it didn't stop me from doing something for the society. Of course, not like Mother Teresa, but at least I am trying to be what I think can help people to a great extent.
You are doing it now, ma'am. Your dreams have been changed into reality now. That's what our Fabtalk show is, changing dreams into reality. I guess now you're doing the charity work, and
I have been taking care of children from slum area, or the maid servants, the dhobis children. I used to call them home. Then we were in Chandigarh, I used to call the Kudawala's children. I used to take care of their studies. Then one child I have been taking care right from the beginning, and now he is in BSc second year doing data science, computers, and statistics. So he's on the verge of coming out of his graduation with great colors. I'm
Excellent.
waiting to sit in his car when he will have one. His mother is mentally not very stable as such, schizophrenic to some extent, and father he lost in his very small age. So
Yes, dear.
I'm really looking up to maybe seeing him successful.
Yeah, we wish you, ma'am, all the best, that you really, your dreams are fulfilled, and definitely he comes around and, as a successful individual, you know, respects you and honors you the way today we are happy to have your presence.
It's not that I want respect and honor, but I want him to go around and help the other
Yes.
people. Like
Pass the
the
baton.
work should continue. It is not something to come back. It is something to go ahead.
Excellent, excellent. Like
We
passing
are
on the
not
torch.
here. Yeah, passing on the
The
torch.
torch.
My children, I hope they do so.
Yes, they will, ma'am. Yes, dear. Your students and everyone, we will all follow it, ma'am. No worries. Yes, dear. You have a beautiful heart, very pure and very humble. Ma'am, let's now shift our focus of attention and come down to what is your favorite movie?
I think that is Amin Par. After I have seen that movie, like when I came to know my mother, father, they were crying with that this. After seeing that movie, then I became very critical about knowing the students more intimately, understanding them, talking to them. That brought me closer to my children and understanding them. In fact, in my B.Ed, I had a special subject called as the special children. Understanding every children, like every child, I try to make a case study of the child and see intimately what is that will really help the child to learn. Just taking an exam and giving them marks. I just day first today I was teaching French to one of to my class, and I found that children of sixth, seventh standard, like they could not understand how to answer in the match the following or choose the correct answer. They could not do. It's not that they don't understand the answer. So the children have to be guided. It is not that the written test is the ultimate test for them. We have to have different ways of evaluation so that every child's knowledge can be really taken care and it can be tested in the right way. The knowledge can be tested so that we know exactly what he knows or what she knows and what he does not know and where we have to modify our way of teaching.
Absolutely.
So it's very important for me to that movie helped me to bring my ideas into reality.
Brilliant, brilliant, ma'am, brilliant. We should thank, the producer and as well as the director of that movie. And that too is my favorite. I love that movie. I love all the songs, just like you. And what makes you smile? What brings a smile onto your face?
The innocence of different children, people. It's so sweet.
What scares you the most, ma'am?
I don't know. I don't think I get scared.
That's
what
great.
has to happen has to happen. We have to take it with open arms.
Cleverly answered.
Goes,
Yeah.
bad time goes, good time will come.
Excellent, ma'am. That's a takeaway for me. That's a takeaway for all of our audience who are here today with us, watching us and who are going to watch it in future. That's really nice. I really like the way you put that in.
But maybe the young children should understand this and they should not be frightened that there's a bad time coming. And especially, today is World Suicide. Tomorrow, you said. Yeah, it is. The children should know that nothing should be in the world that can scare them. It is so important for the children to understand this. That hide the report card, do this, do that, and the parents should also be open to the children. It's okay. there's always a next time. And like I had just written a small thing on the Facebook, if you see, that Chandrayaan 2 was actually a success because Chandrayaan 3 was success. The failure of Chandrayaan 2 brought the success of Chandrayaan 3. So until unless it would have failed, we wouldn't have known the right thing. So failure is a part of success.
Wow.
So there's nothing to be frightened of. We have to go ahead. It's okay. If we fail, it's okay. That is the way we will stand to be right.
Excellent, ma'am. I love the way you share, you try to put it with the Chandrayaan 2 and 3, like, and say that success will lead, failure leads to success. So because it failed and then they tried much harder, much smarter, and were able to conquer that, ma'am. That's really nice. I like the way you put it in. Very beautiful. Do you love pets?
I love, but here I may not be very good master of the pets because maybe I'm not very intimately caring. So I don't keep pets.
Okay.
Moreover, I've seen right from my childhood that my father was allergic to the hair of the dog and all that.
Yes.
So that I love pets, but I cannot keep them myself. I appreciate pets. I love them. I have been playing with other pets, admiring the fishes in somebody's aquarium, but I don't know if I am capable enough to keep them. So I like pets, but I don't want to have them myself.
Yes, ma'am. Very innocently answered and very honestly answered also. I love the honesty, the way in which you put in your answers and, to the given questions. Yes, ma'am. How many languages do you speak or how many languages do you know? I could put it that way.
See, as a child, I was brought up in Maharashtra. I am Bengali. So I learned 3 languages or maybe 4 languages at a time. Means I was learning Bengali, English, Hindi, and we have a language in my native place that is called as Deshi Bhasha. It is Gwalpuri Bhasha, that is in between Assam and Bengal. So we were learning 4 languages at a time. So that gave me an aptitude towards learning languages. So I know Marathi, Hindi, Bengali, and a part of Assamese, not full Assamese, but a part of it, which is spoken in a native place. And I speak and teach French. I learned Spanish also.
Great, ma'am.
But I'm not very good at that. I lived in Punjab, so Punjabi is a part of it. And I'm staying here whole day in my school. Everybody keeps laughing, but that doesn't matter. I speak Telugu. But I enjoy speaking Telugu, and people also enjoy listening to me. There are mistakes, but it doesn't matter. Yes. Unless we make mistakes, people will not know that I don't actually speak Telugu at home, but I love speaking many languages.
Great, ma'am. That's really nice to know, ma'am. Ma'am, are you a good listener or a speaker?
Actually, being with my husband, one has to be a good listener. And even my director, sir, I see that he likes good listeners. I'm not always a good listener. I try to speak out and they always stop me. So maybe not a very good listener.
Oh.
Both ways.
Yeah, it's very honest, and a honest way of presenting things. Very nice. Ma'am, is the glass half full or half empty? How do you look at it?
I don't find anything half, everything is full.
Wow, great.
No, everybody, things are, I believe in being optimistic. I believe in being optimistic, especially with others. I know that something or the other may trigger and that may bring a big change in people. So be it half or full, it doesn't matter. It will get filled up very soon. I have seen so many children who was not doing at all very well. I'll tell you something. As a small kid, I was not a good student. But when I am in a group of friends of my childhood, I find my memory is the best
Wow.
because people don't remember what had happened then, or even in my among my cousins and all, we used to go once in a year to a place called Kuch Bihar, my native place, um, and I tell them things and they wonder, oh, did it happen? So every child or every person cannot be assessed with a temporary way of testing or something. There's much more in a person or a human which we cannot see, which we cannot understand. And there is so much to wait for. So I think we can't just be, uh, we have to be open to and give them time. Give
Yes.
time. Time will take us ahead and tell us that what is ahead of us.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm optimistic.
Yes, ma'am. Very nice. Happy to know that, ma'am. What do you think the world will look like in 50 years from now?
50 years from now, I hope people will understand with mistakes that we are making, and there will be no petroleum. So obviously, uh, people will be using solar energy, tidal wave, and different forms of energy, and communication system will be much more faster. Like in my lifetime, I have seen. I've never studied computer, but now things are so different.
Yes, very nice, ma'am. Beautifully
So
answered.
it will be a more like I think people will be more responsible, better than what we are, and they will understand life in a different angle, and maybe they will understand medicine better. Every day, every minute, people are learning more and more. So all these knowledge will get collected, and 50 years of knowledge will be so much more. And I am leaving my genes with my daughters, so I will live with them. Hmm. So if not them, my grandchildren, maybe. So I will be there to
Yes.
feel it.
What I
Not in
love.
this body, but
Uh-huh.
in
Yes,
my
dear.
grandchildren's
No,
body.
we wish you that you have a happy long life,
Hmm.
because people like
No,
you are
no, it's
required.
not one life, life continues as I have given my genes to my daughter.
Yes,
A body lives for a certain period, but the genes continue.
right.
So, like my grandparents are living within me, and my parents are living, and they will continue to live. So, life continues, it doesn't end. It is
Yes,
not the end. There's no end to life.
yes,
So, 50 years from now, I hope my grandchildren with my genes will be proliferating and they will be blooming in the new world
definitely.
with no pollution, I suppose,
Beautiful.
no use of plastic bags.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, you're very conscious about the environment, the way you have spoken about the different energy forms, the communication, and lots of positivity you have, for the future. That's really nice. So when you have
That's why
it
I
for
am
the
in the
future,
field of education.
oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, dear.
That's why I'm in the field of education. That is
Yes.
why the children, I believe in the future, and that is why I want to make the children study and be better. Like there's no difference between me and that boy Venkatesh, except their economic condition, I suppose.
Yes.
If he is studying, he is qualified enough, he can be of the same status as mine. So there'll be no difference.
Yes.
And that's the only way he can come up. So I believe in education. That is why, because I believe in the future.
Beautiful, beautiful, ma'am. Yeah, we've got an insight into your mind. We've got an insight into the psychology, behind what you're thinking about the future. And that is why that, frames or, creates a platform for you for the present, because you have a vision for the future. That's really nice, ma'am. Hats off to you for that beautiful answer to that difficult question. Ma'am, another question for you. Which one would you support, a zoo or a sanctuary?
Both ways.
Okay, we'll go on to the next question. Yes, ma'am. This is a rapid fire session. Like, we'll just answer in 1 or 2 words, and I'll just be a little quick in 1 or 2 words. It's called as the rapid fire section. Which was your favorite subject in school?
I think science.
Wow, great.
But among science also, chemistry was the worst, I feel. But now I love chemistry the most.
Okay, dear. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others? I repeat the question for you. Should I?
I know. Forgiving others, I'm very good and very fast at forgiving. Maybe 8, 9. I don't like to retain all bad memories.
Great, great, ma'am.
I like to leave it and go ahead.
Excellent, excellent, ma'am. That's beautiful, ma'am. What superpower do you wish that you had? Are you just happy?
I am already having a lot of superpower. As humans, we are so superior to in so many ways. There's nothing more that we could want. Just that we have to implement our mentality, implement them in life. That's all. We are already superior to so many things, means by so many ways.
Beautiful, ma'am. That's a takeaway again, ma'am. Beautifully answered. Thank you so much. Ma'am, should mental health be prioritized? Why? If it is yes, why? If it is no, why?
Mental health has to be, we have to bring, mental health is the main issue that actually Einstein was thrown away from the school. If the mother would have been, you get out, I don't want to see your face, then that would have been the end of Einstein. It is Mendeleev's mother who sat and prepared those periodic table with him. So I think it is not only to be taken care, it has to be nurtured. It has to be given way so that it can bring goodness, the goodness of the mind, and the person can actually survive well in life.
Excellent, ma'am. Excellent, ma'am. Super. I like the example that you've quoted, Einstein and his mom. That's really nice, ma'am. Ma'am, what are some of the red flags in life you would like to alert our audience to stay safe? Any 2 red flags?
I would like to say something that if somebody is angry, for the time being, be away from that person because you don't know what he will do. But anger is a part of sickness. It comes because that person is sick. If that person tells you something bad, it is not you who is bad, it is that person's mentality. So be aware of the angry people, but don't go down because somebody is angry on you. It is just that that person's mental health has to be taken care. You are not bad because somebody is getting angry on you. So this is one of the things. And second is obviously the environment we have to take care. That is one of the main concern which we have to take care. Otherwise, our future may not be so bright.
Yes, ma'am. Beautiful, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for that. And ma'am, we'll now go on with our next question is, would you rather win a lottery? You need a time off, ma'am? You need some time?
1 second, I'll just take this call. 1 second.
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
You could mute your call, ma'am.
On a video call. Amit for us.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry for this.
No issues, ma'am. It's all, we are family. Yes, no worries. Ma'am, would you rather win a lottery or work a perfect job? Which one would you prefer?
Either way, it's good, because if I win a lottery, I can use and help so many people.
Wow, great. Beautifully answered. Great. Brilliant answer. Yes.
And if I have to work hard, I have to work hard. There's no way out. Working hard is the usual way. Winning a lottery is an unusual way, but both ways are good.
Excellent, ma'am. Really, we are happy to have you here. You have really given your answers so thoughtfully, not with that impulsivity that most of the people have. You have to be very thoughtful, conscious of what you have to share. That's really nice. I love that, and my audience also will definitely love that, ma'am. I'd like I'd like to share another question with you, and that question is: would you mind sharing your favorite quote? Any quote that comes to your mind, like
there's one Gandhiji's quote, actually. I exactly remember or not, I don't remember. But there is the dawn. Dawn will be there again tomorrow morning. So nothing ends. It's a cycle. It will go on and on. So if something goes bad today, don't worry. Tomorrow will be a bright day again.
Beautiful, ma'am. That's really nice. So we have new dawns every day, new mornings, new beginnings. Yes, dear,
yes.
That's really nice.
So it's always a new beginning, and you can always wait for it and enjoy your new dawn.
Great. Do you think saving for your retirement life is necessary? Is it a necessary to save for our retirement, especially the middle-aged?
It is necessary, especially now that the government jobs are not giving any pension. If we don't save, who will take care of us? We have 1 or 2 children, and the children are burdened with their own career, their own life. We need to save. And my husband has been working regularly. I didn't work regularly because of different reasons, because he has been on a transferable job. But we have planned out our savings very well. And till now, he is just retired. Till now, his pensions are not yet, means it has not yet come into regularity, or it has not yet started due to different reasons. But just because we have saved well, I am secured. We need not lead a very rich life all through. What is the use of having so many lakhs rupees of car and all, and then in the old age you don't have anything? So it's better you save. You cannot assess people with their style of living, or you don't know what is there in their pocket.
Yes,
life is beyond that. You have to save, and you have to lead a good life for the future.
Great, ma'am. Great. One last question, ma'am, before we sum up and end the session. What advice do you have for the young kids, the youth, the middle-aged, and senior citizens? What is that one message you would like to, share with all of us today?
Live life happily. It's an advantage that we are living. There are many embryos that were born but could not live for different reasons. We have a life, and that's so lucky. So we must live our whole life, a wholesome life, and give as much as we can. And when we are old, that's not the end, because the body has to end. But life continues, and our teaching, my giving birth to my children, or maybe whatever I'm teaching, that will carry on. So I will live on. I will not die. So that's how. Don't feel bad if you're growing old. Don't feel arrogant if you know more or if you earn more. Share. Sharing is the best way of living life.
Beautiful message, ma'am.
And let us pass on. It should not be that they are coming back to me. We should see that it goes from one person to the other. And this sharing will, if you carry on the sharing, the life will be more useful to many others. So that's how I think.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your beautiful message, ma'am. And most of all, we'd like to, extend our gratitude for giving your time, your precious time today, in spite of you being very busy with different activities. In fact, you have an activity tomorrow that you have to go.
It's not the end. It's just
Yes.
social work is one side, school is on the other side.
Yes.
Today I had gone for seeing belts and then talking about report cards, to print report cards. It's like simultaneously the home, the school, the social work.
Multitasking.
Everything is going, it's multitasking. Yes,
Yes.
life is
Brilliant.
that's how I'm leading my life. I should not fall short anywhere.
Yes, ma'am. We'd like to thank you today for your time, ma'am. Each one of us from our team, from the International Fabtalk team, we thank you for your presence.
Who else is working with you in the team?
Yes, ma'am.
Who else is working with you in the team?
Mrs. Tanlakshmi, Shobita ma'am, Mudassir sir, Indiran sir.
What are they doing?
Each one of them are counselors, counseling psychologists, trainers.
So you all are a group of psychologists?
Yes, we are a group of not only psychologists, a group of, a team where we have everyone from different professions, where we have joined together and we have started this International Fabtalk, giving importance to our unsung heroes. Usually what we have, people only taking the interviews or giving importance to the politicians or to, the film stars or to people who have, the rich and the famous. We would like to give to the real people who deserve to be, known on the public domain. That's what is our aim and goal. And that is why we are here with this session, ma'am.
Do introduce me to your team. I would love to see them.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. They will be extremely happy to have you amongst, the whole group.
Okay. I have a big teachers group where we have a lot of teachers in that. Not only teachers, all academicians and from all over the world. Though we cannot allow people to write over there because we have faced warning from the Facebook. But I would like you to be member of our team so that whenever we are having some activities through that, you come to know about it. And you can follow me on Facebook. You are already doing, I suppose.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening and thank you for your presence. God bless you, ma'am.
God bless.